how's it going, everyone? WTFSexyHeadphones here. Happy Tuesdays or Wednesdays to you guys. So it has been a trial, this new PC of mine, and it's really funny because everything was going super well. I know you guys don't have the footage yet. I'm going to see if I can get it in this exact same video, so potentially stay tuned towards the end. I should hopefully have it at the end. It all depends how everything works out. But anyway, so built this guy, everything 100% running fine. But then I started running into a couple hiccups. First one, well, I guess what I just said was a lie. So the CPU fan, I couldn't get to work. And I'm like, okay, maybe I plugged it in wrong. Like, you guys know me, like, I'm computer savvy to an extent, but I'm not as smart as some of you guys are. You guys have helped me out with a handful of different things. So you guys know I'm kind of a middleman when it comes to computer savviness. Like, I know some things, but I'm not to the next level, you know? So I'm like, maybe I plugged it in wrong or I have something loose. I'm like, let me double check. Tried it multiple times, couldn't get it to work, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's not me. I think it's defective. So sure enough, I have to go on Amazon and be like, hey, I need a replacement, blah, 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 blah. I get a new CPU, heat sink and fan, and I just since I already had the heat sink on there, and I was like, I don't want to have to fucking move this. Like, I have everything else on my PC, and once you have everything in there, like, even with tiny hands, it's hard to kind of maneuver and get on in there. So I just took the fan out and then put the new one in, and it worked perfectly fine. Not only that, but the heat sink they gave me was dented, so I was like, well, now I'm definitely not going to even bother trying to remove my own, because you guys dented the box, but the fan worked fine, so I'm like, that's really all I need. So I sent them a message, hopefully I don't get charged for that, because it was not my fault. Anyway, so finally get that up and running, get this guy up and running, load Windows 10 on my solid state drive. Well, for some reason, you know how you have like disk 0, disk 1, 2, and so on? Despite the fact I loaded Windows on my solid state drive, it kept dedicating my terabyte or my 2 terabyte drive as disk 0, so it kept trying to boot from that every fucking time. So if I restarted my computer, it would try and boot from disk 0, which was now where my operating system was. So I went into the BIOS multiple fucking times, had some of my computer savvy friends try and help me with this as well, changed all the fucking settings to where the solid state drive is boot number 1, tried disabling the others and blah 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 so it doesn't fucking keep doing this, and it still kept doing that. Like, if I restarted my computer, it's like, sorry, we're still reading this as disk 0, so we're gonna try this instead. And I'm like, I don't even know how it's disk 0. I literally, like, I didn't fucking put it on there. Like, why is it dedicating the one without my operating system as disk 0? I don't fucking understand. So it was one of those things where it's like, it's not a big deal, so to speak. It's just kind of a minor annoyance, because what I can do is when I would be into the BIOS, if I just restarted it again, it would then boot into Windows. It's just you have to do it twice. Let's see. So since I wasn't far in, I only had a few programs downloaded at that point. I was like, you know what? I want everything to be smooth. There's not much I've done yet. I'm just going to remove my terabyte drive and then just reformat the whole thing and do it over again, because I'm not far in. Like, I might as well try and get this done right. So that's what I did. So I removed my terabyte drive so I wouldn't fucking read it this time like a dumbass, and loaded everything up onto my solid state drive, put my terabyte in. Now everything is labeled properly and it runs properly. Well, in the process of doing that, I fucking noticed that my GPU fans are not fucking running. Now, for some of you computer savvy people who are on my Facebook fan page, you already know this and you already know what the problem is. I spent hours yesterday, guys. Hours yesterday freaking out, redoing the wiring on it, fucking trying to figure out the fuck is going on, because here's what would happen. If I had my computer completely shut off and then I turned it back on, the fans would run, and then once it started getting booted, they would just slow to a stop, and I'm like, what's happening? I'm like, more fans can seriously not be working. I'm like, I have my CPU fan not working. I'm like, this is sort of working, but it's sort of not working. And again, you guys, if you're on my Facebook fan page, if you're not linked down below if you want to be, you already know what the problem was, because as I said, a lot of you guys are a bit smarter than me when it comes to computer stuff. I'm a little middleman here. I'm not the smartest person when it comes to computer shit. I'm kind of just like coasting in the middle. Well, apparently, for those of you guys who are like me and don't know, apparently fucking some new GPUs, the fans don't run unless it's at a certain temperature. They're just like, oh no, we're just gonna idle and be asleep, and we're just gonna do nothing until, you know, things are getting hot and heavy up in this bitch. Who fucking knew? How am I supposed to know that? Like, I mean, I guess if I was the type of person who read lots of articles on new tech equipment, which I'm not, I'm very fucking lazy. You guys know this. Like, I'm a very lazy person. Like, I'm not the type of person who does shit tons of research as much as that would help me. Like, I kind of do enough to skirt on by. That's why I'm a fucking middleman and not a computer genius over here, because I'm too fucking lazy to read extra. I just kind of get shit running how I want it to. I learn the things that are like the basics that I need to, and then I'm like, okay, I'm good. That's all I need. Like, what the fuck? And you know what's funny is if I just wasn't paying attention, I would have never spent hours on that. I would have been like, everything's working fine. And I would have been blissfully unaware and had no fucking, you know, bother with it. But I spent hours yesterday, guys. Fucking hours. I don't even know, just like freaking out. And then I finally posted on Facebook, and you guys, like, I had multiple responses being like, yeah, the new GPUs do that. Once it hits a certain temperature, it'll do it automatically. You can download Precision, and you can change that and set your profiles. And speaking of such, this is going to be a long video, man. We have a lot to cover. We have a lot to fucking cover. It's mainly just me ranting. That's all this is. It's just a lot of me ranting. So anyway, so I downloaded Precision. You guys were mentioning about having profiles. So here's my question to my friends who are smarter than I am. Like, I have my fans on 20% right now. I don't know what the fuck's a good setting. Not only that, but like, if it gets really hot and heavy in there, do they up themselves automatically? Like, I don't fucking know. I'm just kind of like, how do I manage you now? I just like it when it does it on its own. Or if you guys can tell me how to just make it to where it does it on its own and it's like on auto, feel free to help me out, because I'm like worried that I'm doing shit wrong now, because I'm like, oh no, I have these new settings, and you guys are like, make profiles, and I'm like, what am I making? I don't fucking know. Like, I'm a middleman, guys. I'm a middleman. What the fuck am I doing? So if any of you savviers would like to help me with that, I would greatly appreciate it. Because I'm just sitting here lost as a motherfucker. Like, what do I fucking do? So anyway, so that problem got solved. And then it's going to keep going on and on and on. So, and then I download my Logitech software shit, which is just like utter trash, you guys. It's just like, I don't fucking get it. And I've complained to you about Logitech before. Not the camera, their fucking software. Not you, I'm fucking looking at you. You're fine. It's this. But anyway, load that up, and it's just like, when I load it up, like, my camera turns on, it's like, look at yourself. I'm like, I don't really want to right now, but yes, I see it's working perfect. So then I start my software to do my Monday vlog, so I'm like, okay, let's do this. Like, I spent hours working on this, like, I need to get my Monday vlog done, and launcher, exe, whatever, has stopped. And it keeps doing that over and over and over and over again. And I've had this issue before with fucking Logitech's recording thing. I just use it because it works with my camera, and I normally assume that the software with whatever it is that you purchase tends to work best for it. So I've always just used it and figured out the issue, but I'm just like beyond myself now. I spent hours trying to fucking fix something that wasn't broken, and now this isn't working, and that's about at the point where I gave up. So that's why you guys didn't have a Monday vlog, because I was so fucking angry and beside myself, because I spent hours working on pretty much fucking nothing. That I'm just like, I'm done. I'm like, I want to fucking bother with you, fucking Logitech and your fucking program. So, and here's the fun part. Right now, guess what decided to work today, and what I'm using right now is a Logitech. Oh my fucking god, you guys, you fucking guessed it. I'm gonna give you cookies. Like, I don't know why I decided to try it, but I was just like, let's just see anyway, because this is a fucking fickle bitch and I know it. And then so I fucking start up Logitech, and it's like, I'm working now. Ha! I don't know, I was crashing yesterday, but I'm better now. I was like, fuck. And it's funny because I was in the process of looking up new programs to record with my webcam. Like, hey, what's a good webcam recording program that just, I can do what I'm doing now? And then for some reason I was just like, well, let's just try this just to fucking Hail Mary it. Fuck you, brush. I'm like, let's just Hail Mary it. And I do. And, yeah, and it's working. This is what we're using. I'm talking to you through it now. It's just like, I'm going to work now. So that was another issue that's working all of a sudden. I don't fucking know why. And then last but not least, I got these back installed, and for some reason it automatically puts them on 5.1 surround sound and on 3D mode, whatever the fuck that means. And so my sound's not working, and it sounds like shit, and I'm just like, oh, what the fuck's going on? Thankfully, I remembered what this issue was, because when I first downloaded the software for to get these running, which is like my sound card software, thankfully I remembered what the issue was. But at first I was about to go into a panic mode, because this was after the Logitech issue, and I was just like a volcano, just like ready to blow up. If not did, I don't know. I feel better now. thankfully I figured out what that issue was. Oh, my computer's going on. Okay, sorry. I've been talking for too long and my computer's going into like saving mode. I have to fix that. But anyway, so yesterday was an interesting day for me. That's why you guys didn't have a Monday vlog. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I'd like to say now it looks like it's working. Now, mind you guys, I'm taking things a step at a time. I have not downloaded Sony Vegas back on my computer, so that's going to be the next step. So hopefully I will get that completed very easily so I can render this bitch and I can upload it to you. This video is already getting long. Holy shit, we're on 10 minutes. This has been 10 minutes of me fucking ranting like a bitch. I might just make a separate video of the whole build process because this is getting rather long. So I'm probably going to do that, and I'll just have like, here's the build. It's going to be a really shitty video, which I think you guys warned you about because it's really awkward trying to manage a camera and build a PC at the same time, even on a tripod. Like, you switch things around and you're just like, well, now you guys can't really see anything. And I'm trying not to get my body parts and limbs all up in the way. So I'm going to probably make a separate video for that. And that's about it. I think I'm done here. I think I've ranted successfully to you guys. I just need a rant. I need a vent. If you guys can fucking tell, like, I'm just having a hell of a time because the middleman way only works for so much, and it causes a bit of frustration when you're not as intelligent as some of you adorable people out there who have thankfully helped me. So I appreciate your guys' assistance, especially with the graphics card thing, because I was like freaking out. Again, guys, hours. Like, it's not an exaggeration. I did spend hours on it. And you know what's funny too? While I'm still going on, this video is just never gonna end. We're just gonna sit here and talk all day. You know, make up for not being around on Monday. You know what's funny too is I haven't tried anything demanding yet. Now, granted, I only finally kind of got things back up and running after reformatting again and reinstalled literally yesterday. Me and my friend were like, what do we want to play? Let's play fucking Minecraft. I got this brand new rig. Everyone's like, hey, have you tested the graphics yet? I'm like, well, I played Minecraft. That's literally what I've done. I downloaded Minecraft. I'm like, I feel like playing Minecraft. Like, I have not done anything demanding yet on this PC. It's just, I played Minecraft, and before I reformatted it, I played League of Legends on super high settings, which looked the exact same as how I played on my other computer. Probably because I think on my other computer I had it super high settings as well. So I've played League of Legends, and I played Minecraft so far on my rig. So I will let you guys know how everything else runs, or show you when I finally decide to download something more demanding than a fucking pixelated game and a goddamn MOBA. Okay, anyway, you guys have a happy rest of the Tuesdays and Wednesdays. If this video gets uploaded on another day, which hopefully it won't, expect that means that I had more fucking issues trying to get software downloaded and shit not working. But hopefully this will be up today. And then, as I said, I'll make a separate video. I'll try to either get that up today or tomorrow, but I'll try and make a separate video of just the PC build itself for what I have, because once I started encountering issues, particularly I think I stopped recording after the CPU fan issue. And so I didn't record essentially starting up the rest of it, which I guess no one really needs to see Windows install anyway. So anyway, you guys have a happy rest of the Tuesdays or Wednesdays. I'll see you guys in stuff when I get stuff running. Bye. Feel my power.